I was 19 years of age. I was looking for work and heard about the Women's Center. Working with the homeless population for me was exciting. I fell in love with the work, fell in love with the atmosphere, and fell in love with the women and the mission of Breakthrough. I can remember one time in particular, I was at the Women's Center, and there was a woman who showed up with 3 children and a grandchild. We were not serving women and children at the time, but we were not going to allow her and those children to walk away from our doors without the basic necessities of life. We realized how dire the need for shelter for families was.
Years ago, people thought of a homeless person as typically a single man living on the street. It doesn't include living doubled up, which is the term that's used for people living temporarily with others in Chicago.
The coordinated entry system evaluates the person's level of homelessness. If you don't have any disabling conditions, and if you haven't experienced homelessness in a year or had several episodes in the last 3 years, you don't meet the criteria, you're not housed.
Families living doubled up can be really devastating. There's often a whole family sleeping in a living room. It's hard for children to get sleep. It's hard for them to have a quiet space to do their homework. There's no stability. You can be asked to leave at any time. Families might move 5-6 times in the course of a year. And then they don't have the support, like a social worker, to help them.
As a person with lived experience, whose parents were addicted to substances, I can remember a time where my mother needed assistance, and she had people who would show up in those spaces. It is important to me that we eradicate the barriers that exist when it comes to housing families. When this family showed up on our doorstep, it kicked us into high gear. We started to provide wraparound services. We started to partner with landlords throughout the city of Chicago. We knew we needed to do more, and Lauren Cole, our director of housing, has started working on a plan.
Breakthrough is taking a stand. They're saying, we see these families coming into our programs every day, and they need housing.
This housing project will be dignifying, it will be safe, it will be beautiful. It's not just about putting a roof over a family's head. We're moving families from crisis to stability. When I think back to the mom who showed up at our doors years ago with her family, I get so excited about what's gonna happen a year from now. With this program, if she showed up, we'd be able to help her. And this brings me joy because we're actually going to be meeting the needs of the families of East Garfield Park.